The Earth consists of 4 concentric layers: inner core, outer core, mantle and crust. The crust is made up of tectonic plates which are in constant motion. Tectonic plates exist on the Earth's surface with roughly definable boundaries. Subduction involves both oceanic crust and continental crust and occurs when the former plate, which is heavier, moves under the latter and is forced to sink into the mantle due to gravity. An earthquake occurs when 2 tectonic plates slide past each other suddenly at their boundaries and release the built-up energy from friction. The seismic waves of the earthquake has caused great destruction, estimated at $30 billion with over 500 lives lost. They consist of S waves, which are transverse waves, and P waves, which are longitudinal. The O'Higgins Tower suffered a partial collapse due to inadequate design. Stronger columns along with bracing should have been added. Soil liquefaction is the phenomenon of saturated or partially saturated soil losing strength and stiffness due to applied stress, causing a solid-based material to behave like fluid. As seen in the video, the building started to sink into the ground after several lateral waves. This phenomenon induced damages to road infrastructure like Highway Route 5, railroad systems, buildings and houses. However, the most significant failure was in Las Palmas tailing dam, which was used to contain tailings, toxic byproducts of mining. Each dam has a different angle of friction, which is the maximum angle that materials can accumulate before becoming unstable. In this case, it was lowered due to acceleration caused by the earthquake, which allowed the flow of tailings. Some environmental impacts of this failure include the contamination of water bodies and soil and long-term economic impacts on fisheries, forestry and vineyards. During the earthquake, the Chilean National Stadium only suffered minor damage, but there were problems evacuating its occupants as the pathways are too narrow and there is a tendency for too many people using one exit, which affected evacuation efficiency. To tackle this, an efficient broadcast system should be introduced that informs the people about emergency situations. The stadium is split into 4 sections, each with their designated exits and safe zones to ensure even distribution and avoid congestion. Barriers should also be set up between each section. Clear exit signs and directions should be placed in the stadium as well as on the routes to the safe zones, and properly trained staff should be on constant standby to assist with potential situations that may arise. By learning from past mistakes, we can better prepare ourselves for pre- and post-earthquake management in the future.